Greetings all, Vanna here for Taurus's weekend message. Oh dear, there's a big old section that has slipped out. I'm going to take those first two cards and put back the rest of that chunk. And it may come out in a minute, it may not. There is an interesting parallel between the two cards that have come out for you. You have the Death card and the Eight of Swords. Now, on the surface, those are very solemn cards, especially Death. But it's actually the Eight of Swords that I am more personally concerned about, because that, to me, today is speaking of self-isolation or self-imprisonment because of something you feel like you have to do, or an obligation that is weighed on your shoulders that has just tied you up. And it is very frustrating because both of these cards have a castle in the background. One castle is glowing, and one castle is almost disappearing between the swords. And I really feel like that the Death card is wanting to bring an end to this Eight of Swords. Because what you have to understand with the Death card, it simply means change. It has never, in the years that I have been doing tarot, meant the physical unaliving of a person or someone you love. Death card simply means change. It is a heavy, it is a uncomfortable, it is sometimes even a painful change, but it is a change that we have to go through. Because this Eight of Swords is not where you want to be staying. It's isolating, it's defeating, it's draining. And that's not where your best and brightest is. And when I say best and brightest, that is in reference to a phrase and a prayer that I have. Spirit, may I be led to my greatest and highest good. May I be shown the greatest and highest good of my path or this moment. And it's flipping the script on the things that we have always been taught or unconsciously lean into saying, what's the worst that could happen? You're literally asking what's the worst of a situation to be presented to you, and you wonder why everything goes to shit afterwards. When you live your life actively instead of passively, you know the power of your words. You know how much it can have an effect on you. Your strength has been taken away from you. Your strength has been questioned. People are trying to make you feel like you are not strong enough because they're frankly afraid of how strong you are. You have the ability to break away from things that have been in place for a very long time. Generational curses, mindsets, mentalities, the way worlds or companies or cultures are structured is being shaken up and taken away. And those who are benefiting from it are getting angry because they're realizing the ones that they have tried to keep in control are realizing their own power and are not taking it anymore. The Three of Pentacles is coming out for you. There certainly would be a hesitancy for collaboration in this moment because you're never quite sure of people's true intentions. What is this person coming in here really helping with? However, we are moving more towards a state of equilibrium and balance where you are having everything that you need and a little bit to spare with others. But also, I feel this could be in reference to you balancing your time and energy. Maybe those are three different aspects of yourself. That's your time management, and this is something that you want to do, and this is something that you need to do. And you're trying to make sure that there's a balance between all those things and still keeping yourself happy. I'm also seeing that man with the scales and the Six of Pentacles as the one that was released in the Eight of Swords. That's why you were imprisoned, because someone saw your power. Someone saw your incredible mind and wanted to keep it as something that was there, wanted to covet your power, your gifts as their own, because they were frankly afraid of what you would do against them. But my love, you are not an aggressive person. My fellow Taurians, you know the power of your words, because maybe we've made a mistake, myself included. Maybe we've made a mistake with our magic in the past and we realize how powerful it is. We realize how much our words have an impact and we are more careful. This is a learned Taurus. This is one that has to understand that everyone is fighting a battle you know nothing about. While you don't want anyone to make a preconceived notion of your life, you should share that in the same with others. Because you don't know why that angry person is angry. You don't know why that sad person is sad, and you don't know why that happy person is happy. There could be something completely different going on behind the mask that they put up to tell the world that they are okay. And sometimes they need a little kindness. Sometimes they need a little understanding. Just to have someone to listen to, because not every person wants to have their problem solved by someone else. Sometimes they just need to hear someone. You deserve sugar, not salt. You deserve to have the happiness, peace, and love that was lacking in this situation. Surround yourself with love. I very much feel like there's going to be a wonderful sense of community and friendship coming in for you, because I'm seeing a lot of people surrounding these women. And even when she is by herself, she has many sweet things to cherish and love about her life. It can be very difficult, especially when you're in the middle of the storm. Now, the phrase "the eye of the storm" refers to the calm in the center of a hurricane. While you still have another battle to get through, you can sit in this momentary peace and reground yourself, reorient yourself. But that peace may be very short-lived. And it's going to be very important for you to stand up for yourself, to speak up for yourself. Because there are going to be people in these situations that are going to be pushing, because they are trying to fight against the change you are creating, because you are pulling yourself out of their grasp, out of their hold, and out of their range to manipulate, use, and abuse. And I am so very proud of you for finally realizing that you deserve something more than this present hell. You deserve something more than the situation you have found yourself in now. The job that does not love you. The relationship that abuses you. The home that makes you feel like no matter what you do, it is never enough. You are finding your way out to a true sense of peace, relaxation, and hospitality, where you're not going to have to be the one taking care of all the things all the time. Now, understandably, myself as a Taurus included, you like taking care of people. You like setting up the dinner and seeing everyone enjoy it. But at the same time, it's exhausting. And sometimes you really want someone to do that for you too. But there's not often situations where people will do that, because we have made ourselves that homemaker. We have made ourselves the one that solves that problem. And it has become expected. And it is draining, exhausting, and depleting you of everything that you're supposed to be pouring into yourself, into the wonderful things that you can create, Taurus. Boundaries are needed right now. Tough conversations are needed right now. If there is going to be a explosive event, please make sure you're taking care of yourself and you are safe. Because there is something wonderful about your love and light, and it is too soon for it to be extinguished. Have a beautiful day, my love.